The AK Killer Boys. This is episode number 1 of the realistic Kilmarnock career mode series. Guys, I've saw how Kilmarnock were in real life, and we're going to do that. We've put all the players that were on loan as the scene, that scene just there, put them back to their parent clubs. So we're going to have to work with the squad we've got and bring in the players that they've brought in. There's a lot of players who will hopefully not to leave. I'm going to remove some, I'll put some players on the transfer list, but I don't think we can get rid of them yet. All the players put in the transfer list. The only players I would like to actually properly leave is Blair Alston and Scott Robinson. So I have looked for it, guys, but we can't find Will Dennis, so we're going to have to scout these two young goalkeepers because they're about the same rough age and probably get the same potential as well Dennis does, but try and get one of them on loan. And we can't bring him on loan because he's out on loan, so we'll go on for next season probably. Cam McGuinness, obviously, and Matty Kennedy have joined permanently at Kilmarnock. We've really named all the Premiership stadiums, but let's get into this. The opening game is against Motherwell in a few weeks' time. To Hibs, that is not going to happen. Sam Walker is our only goalkeeper at the club currently. I just can't guarantee him, but welcome, thank you Ash Taylor, welcome Derek. Obviously we've got Derek McInnes as the manager. Okay, that's good. We've got the scout reports for the two goalkeepers, so that's good to see. Means one of them maybe could come in. Blair Alston has been given an offer. We put it on strict transfer thing. Can we ask them for £400,000? They say that's not going to be acceptable in their way. So Alston will not be leaving the club. Has got another offer, 330. That will just accept that this time. It looks like Blair Alston could be leaving Kilmarnock as the deal is set to be agreed. Scott Robinson, I'm going to reject him going to St Johnstone. St Johnstone, it's good that they're wanting interest in him, but I just don't want him going to another Premiership club. But Blair Alston has left Kilmarnock. Alston won the league at Rugby Park. It's good to see that Alston has left the club for good money. Hey. But Alston, farewell to him. Hopefully he has a successful career still. Got all the scout reports back. So that's good to see. Let's see. So he's 62. That's pretty decent. Cam McGuinness 65. Kennedy 65. This young goalie, we are going to remove him from the shortlist. We're going to go in then for Cox then on loan potentially from Brentford for the season. He is the rating I would like to see as a young goalie. We'd like to give him the chance to play on loan for at least a year to show potential in the Premiership. We'll pay 65, they pay 35. That's fine, I mean, he just needs to agree with that. Right, so we're going for Cam McGuinness first. We'll offer his valuation to former Killie player Lee Johnson. He wants £980,000 for his player. Not too bad, we'll cut it down to £950,000. That is completely fine. That's a deal being agreed for Kyle McGuinness to leave Hibernian for Kilmarnock. He'll be important to the midfield that we need. He wants to be crucial. That's completely fine with me. Oh, Derek, of course. A 3-year deal he got offered him. A 2-year deal he got offered him. He wants a long-term future at Kilmarnock. He wants a 5-year deal. He's leaving his for Kilmarnock. A massive transfer for him. I'm going to remove the goal bonus, but will he accept it? We'll get to him. Welcome to Kilmarnock Football Club, Kyle McGuinness. Kyle McGuinness has left Hibs for Kilmarnock. The deal, first deal of the Kilmarnock realistic career mode. What did they rate it? They rated it a C, it's okay. Matthew Kennedy at Aberdeen. Linked up with McInnes in Aberdeen. Can he link up with McInnes at Kilmarnock? He's not played for Kilmarnock in 11 years. We'll offer his valuation of £650,000. And Aberdeen have already flat out accepted it for Kennedy. Will be a great option to see in this squad. A 3-year deal he signed on in real life. He's fine with that. He doesn't say what wage he wants. Obviously got to offer him a bit more than Aberdeen. Give him a wee cheeky sign-on bonus. But welcome to Kilmarnock Football Club once again. Matty Kennedy, he is back in Ayrshire, leaving Aberdeen for Kilmarnock. Derek McInnes is hoping this will be good. That's Cam McGuinness and him both in the building. Cam McGuinness, he can happily go number 8 because of Alston leaving. Matty Kennedy, he can go kit number 10 if he likes. Hopefully we can get that young goalkeeper on loan from Brentford for the season. Robinson is going to leave the club, is Scott Robinson. Looks like that young goalkeeper set to join on loan from Brentford. And that goalkeeper has joined on loan from Brentford for the season. I think he will do well with us. Do well with us in the Premiership. I think he'll try and guide his career pretty good. But he has joined on loan from Brentford for the season. He's happy to be here at Rugby Park. And he will be kit number 1 because he will be probably our main number 1 because he's on loan. But there he is in a Killie goalkeeping kit, looking good. On loan for the season from Brentford. Quality at Premiership. Why he is a new signing to get involved under Derek McInnes, as Derek McInnes knows his squad has been built very well so far. But Scott Robinson has officially left Kilmarnock. But it looks like the board are very pleased with the aspect that Derek McInnes is bringing in this summer. Mull away on opening day of the season at Fir Park. We've renamed all the Premiership stadiums, of course. Okay, for the capacity-wise. Let's get on to the press conference. Can Derek McInnes...
Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start with the
This can be a long, difficult... We have to stick together, don't we? That's what you've got to do. You'll be when the time is right. I should have let him down a bit.
Thank you.
So opening day away at Mull. Who will Derek involve on opening day of the season, and who will he not involve from the start or not, or anything? That is the team. Sanders Cameron Vassell will lead the line. Kennedy has travelled. So too has Kyle McGuinness. Cox will start in goal. Kyle McGuinness and Natty Kennedy are both going to be on the bench today. Both could come on for debuts, you never know. David Watson there on the bench too, is David Watson. Donnelly's also up against his old club. A big game for Derek McInnes' side. Coxing for a debut on loan from Brentford for the season. A goal. Can he do it? I think he can. Probably not the same potential Will Dennis is. Goal games, that's one. Yep, so there's all the 3 other games on today. There we go. Fir Park away at Mull. Nixon's in the top, these guys. I'm going to go 1-1, I think. Ennis Cameron, he needs to prove well why we should keep him up front with Vassell. But Bobby Wales has travelled on the bench as Bobby Wales. Obviously, Deutsch went back to Hibs there as Fir Park. What a nice stadium Fir Park is, indeed. But it's really ready as the opening Premiership games are ready to kick off the new season. Here we go at Fir Park, Mull versus Kilmarnock. What a sunny day here in Lanarkshire on Saturday the 30th of July. Derek McInnes believes his Kilmarnock team is good enough. With the signings they have brought in, they are preparing for a good Premiership season, are the Killie boys. These Killie boys must step forward and show the Premiership why they're in it. But these Killie players know they're up for the task of playing, really doing what they can at Premiership level as much as possible, as they know they've got the time to bring in Vassell. Looks like he's got his player face now. I think he does, but I don't know if he has though. That is Ash Taylor. Well, here is the Mull team under Stuart Kettlewell. It is Liam Kelly in goal. A back five of Furlong, Mabaya, Butcher, Lammy and Johnston. Midfield two, Slatterin and Payton. In front of them is Blair Spittle, and leading the line Joseph Effort, the American, and Dutch striker Kevin Van Veen, who's just left Mull in real life. He's very important for them though. Well, Derek McInnes has made a couple of signings to this squad, of course, remember guys. So Cox, on loan from Brentford for the season, is in goal for a debut in the Premiership, showing the quality he can do it at the Premiership, hopefully. The back three of Chris Stokes, Ash Taylor, Joe Wright. A midfield five of Rory McKenzie, Alan Power, Liam Boreth, Donnelly against the club and Daniel Armstrong leading the line, and his Cameron supports Kyle Vassell. There is the bench on the bottom screen of Kennedy. McGuinness on the bench, potentially team up for their debuts. But Cox makes his debut on loan for Brentford for the season, the goalkeeper. He's hoping to do very well at Premiership level. After this, we do host Celtic, so we're going to have to play well here against Motherwell if we want any chance against Celtic. Van Veen, there he is, warming up for Motherwell. And there it is, Daniel Armstrong, ready to show quality. And there is Innes Cameron. Innes Cameron will take it to Kyle Vassell. Let's go. There's Alan Power. Tash Taylor, good start. This is from Kilmarnock. Joe Wright over to Chris Stokes. Rory McKenzie. On to Kyle Vassell. Here's Innes Cameron. Back to Kyle Vassell here. Out to Rory. On to be Rory. Poor plays it back for Vassell. Vassell to Donnelly. Donnelly gets it back. Here's Liam Porriff. Here's Daniel Armstrong here. Will he swing one in? That is the question. He does. Cuts inside very well and he swings one in towards McKenzie. Here's Power. Donnelly. That's Armstrong here. And Furlong blocked it well and early. Corner kick for Kilmarnock. Cox, the goalkeeper for Kilmarnock, on loan for Brentford. Down the other end, yet to receive anything at him. He's up there, the other end, defending his goal as usual, and he's got to do for Kilmarnock. It's Armstrong. That's a good ball in, actually. It's Ash Taylor's header! And Kilmarnock leads. And it's Ash Taylor with the first goal of this Kilmarnock retro career. It's Ash Taylor, the captain, that scores. And Kilmarnock goal, their new team. It's a great tactic for Denny McInnes, and Denny McInnes is absolutely delighted with the start that his team have made to the Premiership, and it is Ash Taylor who rises highest to North Kilmarnock in front inside just 10 minutes at Fir Park on match day 1 of the new season. Ash Taylor is absolutely delighted, and Ash Taylor, the captain, scores his first goal of the season. He really knows how to get the power on the header to beat the goalkeeper as well, did Ash Taylor. And the captain scores. Alan Power will be the vice-captain, while Taylor will be the main captain. But it's really how Ash Taylor is delighted he's given Kilmarnock the lead inside just 10 minutes at Fir Park. And a great assist already for Daniel Armstrong. Oh, guys, we're going to move my camera. There, that's better. Furlong. For Kevin Van Veen. Here's Joseph Effort. It's beaten Cox as well. Cox is beaten on his debut. And Motherwell are level 4 minutes after going behind. It's 1-1. Cox is unlucky not to get that on his debut. Cox knows he's on loan for Brentford for the season. He's desperate to do well at Kilmarnock, but it's 1-1. Denny McInnes not happy. This team are all in front for 4 minutes today. Porriff to Joe Wright. Here's Armstrong. On to Donald against his old teammates, of course. Armstrong to Innes Cameron. Good turn from Innes. Need him to be a huge impact factor when he gets the chance. Vassell to Innes Cameron again. Here's Armstrong on the right. Headed away by Motherwell. Van Veen. Van Veen, well done. Here come Motherwell. Looking to take the lead themselves. Johnson. It's Johnson. He's beating Chris Stokes very well. It's Joseph Effort. Good save by Cox, making his debut. It's already considered a goal in debut. It is 1-1 though, but Cox on loan from Brentford for the season to be the Kilmarnock #1 and show a bit of quality at Premiership level. Let's try and get a chance at Brentford in the future. McKenzie. On to Joe Wright. Here's Liam Porriff. On to Donald. Don't know why he's far, but oh well, play on. Lost by Innes Cameron. Joseph Effort gets it back, and Cox deals with it very well. He's a very good #1. He's already capable of playing at this level, I think. Good header down from Motherwell. And Cox is going to go route one now. But for Donnelly did. Lammy. Well done, Liam Donnelly, who wins it well against his old club. It's Donnelly. Good shot, good save, Liam Kelly. Corner, Kilmarnock, but Donnelly thought he'd scored against his old club. Donnelly, he really is capable of doing the spectacular. Armstrong, an plenty of powered corner, sent away by Butcher. Vassell, back to Armstrong, to the back post. Here's Joe Wright. And down he goes, free kick to Munnell, a free kick against Van Veen. As Joe Wright and Liam Porriff complaining after Joe Wright was bundled down by Van Veen. It's going to be Armstrong to take aim on the left foot. Daniel Armstrong, good free kick, good save, Liam Kelly. Liam Kelly keeps the scoreline at 1-1. Both goalkeepers have been troubled so far and considered a goal, but dealt with pressure so far from the opposite team. Liam Porriff to Joe Wright. Here's Armstrong, lost by Armstrong. Below have had 5 shots free to Killie. It's a very good game from both sets of players. And Joseph Effort. Cox got down to that very well, did the Kilmarnock number 1. But he loves that he's on loan for Brentford for the season, ready to show him at a quality at this level, to show he can get in the Premier League team one day. Joseph Effort to Slatterin. Win by, always using his physical presence here. It's Van Veen. Cox will go route 1 again. That's his tactic, to go route 1 all the time. Armstrong onto Kyle Vassell. Now here's Innes Cameron. Oh, that's really good for Innes. And he finds Armstrong. Here is Daniel Armstrong. Cuts in on the right. Good play this is. The Munnell, and Ash Taylor needs to get back as much as he can. He's doing what he can, is Ash. Stokes is in the middle defending, but Cox got down well. It is half time here for Park. Munnell 1, Kilmarnock 1. A pretty good game between both sides. Well, Kilmarnock took the lead through Ash Taylor's header from a corner. After 10 minutes, and Joseph Effort equalised 4 minutes later. Both goalkeepers doing it well, including Cox on loan from Brentford at Kilmarnock for the season. He's ready and showing the quality at Premiership level. The quality keeper we kind of needs. It's half time, it's 1-1 here. 1-1 between Hearts and St Mirren at Tynecastle. Celtic are 1 up at Celtic Park against Dundee United. And Aberdeen drawing 1-1 at Pittodrie against St Johnstone. 1-1 here at Farpardo. How many shots apiece? 4 shots for Kilmarnock, 8 for Munnell. Both sides playing connection, good football. Both goalkeepers trying to keep the point safe for the teams as both sides remain unbeaten. Here's Van Veen. He is well a danger man. Liam Porriff. And it's Cameron who's going out to the left for Chris Stokes here. Here's Stokes. To Rory McKenzie here. McKenzie to Power. Here's Liam Porriff. And it's now going to be Donnelly. And by block that well. Vassell looked for it. Up in the air, they didn't though. Power. Donnelly. Donnelly. Beautiful stuff there from Armstrong to beat Furlong. It's a great ball in from him. Vassell back post. 2-1 Killie. And another assist today for Daniel Armstrong as Kyle Vassell heads Kilmarnock in front again in the second half. The Kilmarnock fans are in dreamlands. A great assist by Armstrong. Armstrong with his second assist of the afternoon. And Kyle Vassell just beats it. I think it was Butcher or Lammy in the air. It was Lammy. But Kyle Vassell has got the run on the central half. And it is Munnell 1, Kilmarnock 2. Kilmarnock back in front at Fir Park. And that's really what Denny McInnes ordered. Try and go about more going. And Kyle Vassell heads in Kilmarnock for 2-1 lead, but his first goal of the season. Hopefully Kyle Vassell will be very important for Killie this season under Derek McInnes. Spittle. Joseph Effort for Munnell, looking for the second equaliser of the game. Taylor Dillman. But Cox saved it again. Cox is doing what he can. He's showing the Premiership why he joined. Alright, Finlay man, we've brought in the signings apart from that centre-back from Ipswich for the season. We can't find Will Dennis at Bournemouth, so we brought in a young goalkeeper who's got a very good potential on loan from Brentford, and he's doing pretty decent. He's actually playing very good football defensively, goalkeeping wise. Power. On to Kyle Vassell here. Look at Liam Killie. Marking not good enough. And something's been given. I think it's a hard ball. Hi James, how you doing, man? We've brought in the signers at Kilmarnock and brought in a real except for Mo Dennis. We've not brought in Mo Dennis on that centre back because we couldn't find Mo Dennis. We can't bring that centre back, set on loan. Mullow make the sub. Kilmarnock have the chance to make it 3-1 here. It's going to be Daniel Armstrong against Liam Killie, and Daniel Armstrong just tucks it down the middle. Daniel Armstrong has a goal to his 2 assists today. Just Daniel Armstrong, who's really happy to give Kilmarnock a 3-1 lead. Dennis McInnes will be delighted with the start. Ahead of that big game against Celtic at Rugby Park, we have to play well. Thanks, man, Finlay, I appreciate you. Man, you've been great supporting the channel in the last couple of videos you've been in. Daniel Armstrong makes it 3-1 Killie. Wait, Finlay, since you're a Raith Rovers fan, you know Daniel Armstrong, defo. See, we signed him from Roos. Daniel Armstrong with his first penalty of the season. That's a goal and 2 assists today from Armstrong. What a player he's turning out to be. Guys, we did bring in Will Dennis, of course, brought in Cox on loan from Brentford in goal wise. He's doing pretty well. His kicks have been excellent. Well, great man, great. Shout out to him. McKenzie. All the way to the back post. Finds Armstrong here. Armstrong with a goal and 2 assists today. Very good, respectable. Right, we're going to bring on Kyle McGuinness for a debut. We're going to bring on Kennedy as well for a debut. And we're also going to bring on Bobby Wales, the young man. And it's really good how Kilmarnock know their subs. We'll never estimate the team. And they really know these. Yeah, he's been a decent free kick taker for Killie. He's scored a couple, and he's scored a couple of penalties as well. Denying the defence. And Mullow will get back. But Cox saves it. Cox all over for Brentford for the season. He's made a very good number of saves. But he's McGuinness on for a debut. Kennedy returning. Armstrong, is he not from Scotland? Bobby Bale's also on for a Killie debut as well. Well, first team debut. Spittle. Way by Bobby Wales. Beautiful header away by Bobby Wales. And Donnelly, I don't know why he's always pushing, but he is capable of definitely scoring a couple of goals here. Here's Donnelly up against his old teammates, of course. It is going to be Donnelly on the angle. Saved by Liam Killie. Oh, Rhodes have been before, man. It's great. McGuinness to Donnelly. Out to Armstrong here. Armstrong, good stuff from Daniel Armstrong here. He's been excellent all afternoon, terrorising that Mullow side. Late subs, Brad Lyons, my favourite Kilmarnock player, is going to come on, and David Watson as well. Another surprising youngster to be involved for Dennis McInnes. So behind Ash Taylor it is. Joe Wright's getting back. Well done, Joe Wright. It's been my signing of the season for Kilmarnock in real life. Joe Wright. Spittle. To Goss, back to Blair Spittle here. An effort. That's 3-2. Mullow back in it. Cox is sadly considered another goal, but I think Cox has had a pretty decent, solid debut in the goal for Kilmarnock. Look at him just standing there and unlucky not to get to that. Mullow, Joseph Effort, his second in the afternoon. Don't know why Mullow have that as their goal song now, but who cares? And the last 2 subs come on for Killie. Lyons and Watson on for Killie as time is running out. Can the Rugby Park Club just hold on to all 3 points here? Stokes deflected, but thank goodness Kennedy's got the pace to win that. Here's Vassell onto Bobby Wales. Bobby Wales onto Matty Kennedy. It's Matty Kennedy, splits it left, and Kennedy look for players in the middle. It's a goal kick to Mullow now. That game against Celtic is going to be good and hot and plated, I think. Forward. Well done. Here's McGuinness. Lyons. Out to Armstrong. We have won this game, guys. And let's go. It's finished. Mullow 2, Kilmarnock 3. A massive 3 points on match day 1 for the Killie boys. Derek McInnes, 3-5-2, has worked on the opening day of the season. He feels his team are feeling confident ahead of the Celtic game probably now, but really how the new signings made impacts. Cox, the goalkeeper, had a decent debut. Taylor, the captain, gave Kilmarnock the leads, and then Mullow leveled things up, and then Vassell made it 2-1, and Armstrong scored a penalty to make it 3-1 Killie. Then Joseph Effort scored late on for 3-2, but it's finished. Mullow 2, Kilmarnock 3. Kilmarnock off to a flying start in the Premiership. So 12 shots from Mullow, 8 for Kilmarnock. Kilmarnock did dominate possession though. Who was man of the match in the end? It was Armstrong. A goal and 2 assists today from Daniel Armstrong. A great start to the Premiership for him. Wins as well for Hearts, Celtic and Aberdeen.
Time for a few questions.
Kennedy in action. Want to see how he fitted in. As well, McGuinness. With the ball, it's good for Derek. Brentford Derek McInnes. There we go, we've got Celtic at Rugby Park. We have to show the quality we did last week. We're ready for Celtic. That's what Derek McInnes always talked about. His teams are ready. It's happy with the group he's got. He is. Let's not get distracted. It's just Celtic. We've got to show it. Celtic ahead of us in the table on goal difference. So too Rangers. Okay, a couple of changes from last week. Matty Kennedy will start over Roddy McKenzie. Cal McGuinness will start in over Donnelly. Well, and Bobby Wales will start in over Ennis Cameron. And also, Alan Power will drop to the bench. We're going to give youngster David Watson the chance to play against the champions, because I feel he can. Well, come on, Killie. But Nixon Chaplin's guys, I'm going to go... I don't know. I'm going to go narrow 2-1 Celtic. I think Celtic will beat us, but you never know. I think we could do it. I'm going to go 2-1 Celtic, though. The fans are ready. Most of them talking to Celtic fans about how the game's going to go. And the pitch at Rugby Park is ready. Here we go. Match day 2 of the Ladbrokes Premiership. Celtic won the opening game 3-1 against Dundee United at home. Kilmarnock won 3-2 at Mullow, so Kilmarnock know they're at home. They have the home advantage, but Celtic are surely favourites today. Matthew Cox, our goalkeeper, signed over for Brentford, keeps his place. Pauling a great debut last week. Even though he conceded twice, he was still very positive. The Celtic fans and Celtic players here today, full of confidence at Rugby Park on the AstroTurf pitch. They know they've got to play well against a very revitalised Kilmarnock side. Well, a couple of changes from the win at Mullow. Cox remains in goal, of course. The back three do stay the same. Coming into midfield, Kennedy, Watson and McGuinness. And Bobby Wales comes on up front with Vassell. Bobby Wales is hoping to show quality in Kilmarnock colours, as Derek McInnes knows his team has changed ahead of this Celtic game. Monday Killie till you die. Here it is, the Celtic team that faces at Rugby Park. It is Joe Hart in goal. A back four of Greg Taylor, Starfelt, Carter Vickers and Alistair Johnson. In midfield, it's the usual three. No, it's not. It's Tata McGregor, Turnbull, no Riley. And the front three, Benson Maeda, Abada and Kyogo. Jota is on the bench, and Haksabanovic as well. But Celtic are clearly favourites to both sides. One opening game. It's at Rugby Park. I am doing predict 2-1 Celtic, but you never know. My team of Derek McInnes is Kilmarnock. The team I support, of course. I'm hoping that Derek is going to get the tactics right today. Armstrong after a great 2-goal assist and a goal last week. But come on, Killie. They need to show the quality they did last week here against the champions of Scotland, the champions of Scottish Premiership versus the champions of the Scottish Championship. Here's Kennedy already. Good start from Killie here. Watson. Look for the through ball for Vassell there. Through ball from Celtic, but Killie get it back. Chris Stokes. Kennedy. He's got to really do well on that left-hand side. He's done really well here, Matty Kennedy. Off to a flying start today is Matty Kennedy since signing from Aberdeen back to Ayrshire. He is absolutely delighted with it. It's over the top. Here's Kyogo. It is going to be Kyogo. Taylor couldn't deal with it. Joe Wright gets it away from McGuinness. Good stuff, Killie. Good defensively. Good shuffle at the back there from Killie. Vassell. He's going to go route one here. He does go route one. Porth looks for it. Unlucky Liam Porth. Maeda loses it to David Watson. Good to see Watson starting under Derek McInnes today. Kennedy. Onto Vassell. Kennedy looked for it and he won it well on the header. Vassell to Kennedy. Good play from those two. Here's Watson. Unlucky not to get near or past David Turnbull here. Kyogo onto Abada. Taylor will stay in the middle with him. Taylor needs to stay on him. And he does. Well done, Ash Taylor. Excellent defensive cover and defending there by Ash Taylor. The Killie captain scored last week. And Ash Taylor knows he's defended that very well. Matthew Cox on loan from Brentford. A goal, of course, for another game on his home debut. Had it knocked in, but Ash Taylor clears. Here's Abada. It's Abada to Rio Hatate. It's Hatate off the bar. And then Chris Stokes heads it into the gloves of Cox. Good stuff from Kilmarnock. They are playing good defensive football today. Joe Wright look forward, but Kyogo. Won by Kyogo. Onafashi. Hatate. Turnbull. Cox got down to it. And Cox has dealt with that very well. Has Cox making his home debut today in front of the Rugby Park crowd. Showing the quality why we brought him in. Kyogo. Into the middle from Kyogo. Headed away by Killie. But that's a Killie break. Free kick's been given for a foul in the Killie half. So it's a free kick to Killie. Taylor. David Watson. Oh, that's beautiful out to Kennedy. Here's Liam Porth. He's beaten Celtic on a couple of occasions in his career. Comes Celtic there, dominating, but they know they're drawing 0-0 against Kilmarnock. This Kilmarnock team look good. Then to Maeda, beaten by Joe Wright. On to McGuinness. McGuinness for Armstrong. Forward from Liam Porth. Vassell will try and run onto it. But Joe Hart dealt with it very well. And something's been given. Just a warning for Kyle Vassell for his earlier challenge. Vassell did score one of the 3 goals we scored at Fir Park last week. Celtic know they're so much dominant so far, but they know that Killie are holding on and doing what McInnes has told them. McInnes has beaten Celtic a few times in his career as a manager. Here's Taylor. Down goes Kyogo. And a Celtic penalty against Ash Taylor. Taylor with an error. Celtic know they're dominating, but they know Kilmarnock have been good. But Kilmarnock are unlucky to concede a penalty. It's Kyogo against Cox. And Cox goes the wrong way on his home debut. Cox will eventually save a penalty, probably. He's unlucky, the young goalie. He knows it's all loan for Brentford for the season. It's so quality list level. And Celtic lead Derek McInnes will still be okay. When the start is team of made, and it's Kyogo for the Ashe, who gives Celtic the lead with his second goal of the season. Celtic lead 1-0 here in Ayrshire, and they know they've got the firm advantage today. Stokes forward for Armstrong here. He is the playmaker, of course, for Killie. Excellent last week, and he's done really well here on the right. Oh, Daniel Armstrong reaving his way through that Celtic right hand side. Vassell's in the middle. Oh, well on Killie. And that's why Derek McInnes has saw and potential in his team. His team are dominating the Premiership. Another great assist by Daniel Armstrong on the right, this time for Vassell. Beats Starfelt and beats Joe Hart with a header. Kilmarnock have scored right in front of that Celtic support, and Celtic were only in front for 4 minutes. They really are doubtful and they're not champions. And that's why it's good. Kilmarnock were in front for 4 minutes at Motherwell last week. That's what Celtic have done today at Rugby Park. Ahead for 4 minutes. Kilmarnock are level with their first effort of the game. This is Killie team, Killie till you die. That's why you support Killie, and you get the system right. Abada. To Johnson, back to Abada. Well done, David Watson. And down goes the youngster. Abada brought him down. Watson's had enough of that. Watson came off the bench last week, but does start today. And he's doing very impressive. Abada's been called over by the officials. And it's just a yellow card for Abada. But both sides already on a book about David Watson. No, he was fouled. Oh, that's nasty on David Watson there. Stokes. Kyogo heads it down for Joe Wright, for Killie. Killie, no, they've got to just try and play their way. It's through for Armstrong here. Oh, lucky for Daniel Armstrong. Third ball. On to Kyogo. Kyogo for Abada. Denzel Maeda. And Cox saved. Well saved by Cox. Very good Kilmarnock number one. He's turning out to be a very good submission. He really keeps the game going. And that is half time here at Rugby Park. It's Kilmarnock 1, Celtic 1. Dominating for Celtic, but Killie, they have shown the quality. But Cox saved from Maeda late on before half time. And it's really how Kilmarnock are allowed to be level at Rugby Park and remaining unbeaten against Celtic so far. So half-time AYRSHIRE, St Johnstone 1 down to Ross County at home. Dundee United 2 up at Tannadice and 0-0 at Ibrox. Both Old Firm teams are drawing, including Celtic, who are drawing 1-1 here at Rugby Park against Kilmarnock. So a Killie sub will be on at half-time. I feel we need... Danny McInnes probably feels we need it. McKenzie is going to come on for Liam Porritt behind the two strikers. But Roddy... Oh, Roddy McKenzie! On comes Roddy McKenzie for Liam Porritt. Can Derek McInnes trust McKenzie? And can the Killie fans? Most of them criticise him. Oh well. Joe Wright. Ash Taylor onto McGuinness. Armstrong turning back, but he loses it. It's Kyogo. It's beaten Taylor, but Cox glad it went wide of the target, but Celtic are now bringing on a sub. Ali Moya on for Turnbull. He's much dangerouser than David Turnbull. Cox with a goal kick. Chris Stokes, good touch. On to David Watson here. Watson to Kennedy. Kennedy to Vassell. On to Vickers. Well done from him. Here's Rio Atate. Celtic are showing their quality once more. It's Rio Atate. It's Maeda, good turn, and Cox has beaten again. It's 2-1 to Celtic. They know they are champions of the Premiership, and Celtic are back in front down in Ayrshire. And it's Maeda after 55 minutes. There's still plenty of time for Killie, but it's going to be a very hard battle to score twice against Celtic on one game. Armstrong to McKenzie. Good stuff from Roddy. Well done, wee Roddy. McKenzie. Armstrong, Carter Vickers beat him. Throw into Kilmarnock here. Maeda has been replaced though. Armstrong. Bobby Wales, well done by Daniel. Armstrong getting out on the right though. It's Daniel Armstrong. That's a good ball actually. But Matty Kennedy just can't win it. Here's Abada. Johnson to Ademoya. Oh, that's kind of a poor error up in the air. Stokes, well done to Kennedy. Vassell now. To Bobby Wills. Free kick has been given to Kilmarnock in the Celtic half, near the penalty box. Armstrong to Vassell. Kennedy onto McKenzie. Starfelt. Oh, Celtic. No, they could punish Killie here. Triatate beaten by Taylor once. And here's Jota! He potentially secures all 3 points for Celtic, who know they've run ragged at Rugby Park. They know they are champions, of course. Kilmarnock know that. But really how Celtic have took the strive to try and go win today's game, and they've done it. Potentially. Armstrong. To Bobby Wales here. To Kyle Vassell. Back to Bobby Wales. Armstrong went to Bobby Wales again. Good play from those two. There's McGuinness. Armstrong. Bobby Wales. To Armstrong. Back to Bobby Wales. It's Bobby Wales. What a strike! And Kilmarnock are back in it. The youngster will be delighted. His first Premiership goals finally arrived. Celtic are not secured yet. Alan Power on in midfield. And Waters is going to come on for Matty Kennedy. But really how is Kilmarnock are back in it. We've still got 12 minutes to play at Rugby Park. Armstrong and all great assists from him. And Bobby Wales really knew he had to tuck that in past Joe Hart. And what did he go and do? He done it. Bobby Wales with his first goal for Kilmarnock. And Derek McInnes will be delighted. Good to see Bobby Wales get on the score sheet in a Premiership match, especially against the champions. Shota. Will be to my McGuinness and free throw into Kilmarnock's been given. Celtic know they've got to push and hold on to this lead. Bobby Wales onto Armstrong here. Onto Bobby Wales. Vassell is alongside him, and it is Kyle Vassell. He's only got Joe Hart to beat. It beats Joe Hart! And 10 minutes to go. It's 3-3. Kilmarnock are level. That's why Jenny McInnes plays the front two, the back three. He feels confident with every week that he can defend lead. And well done from Kyle Vassell. He scored once last week at Mullow. He scored a double to 10 minutes to go. It's Kilmarnock 3, Celtic 3. It was 3-1 Celtic like 10 minutes ago, but it's now 3-3. These Killie boys never stop believing in the Premiership. Is there a chance for a winner? There is a chance for a winner for one of these teams. If Killie can somehow win the ball, they can move upfield. They've won it already. Vassell to McKenzie. It is a wee Rory McKenzie. Through for Daniel Armstrong here. Oh, Bobby Wales wanted it back. Well done, Bobby. McKenzie, blocked by Carter Vickers. Celtic are under a little bit of pressure right now. Ralston. Abada. On done, Ash Taylor. Well in. Power. Waters. Lost by Bobby Wales. It's Kyogo, Cox saves, and Kilmarnock have drew 3-3 with the champions. Cox got done well to that. Kilmarnock deserve their points. What a performance. And it's finished at Rugby Park, incredibly good. Ash Taylor very happy with his team performance and himself. But that man, Kyle Vassell, 2 attempts on goal today and Celtic scored both of them. Well, I'm a big striker. And it's finished at Rugby Park, a 6-goal thriller. It's finished. Kilmarnock 3, Celtic 3. Kilmarnock with a steal point. So a lot of credit then goes to Killie. 4 shots for Killie, 8 for Celtic. Really how Celtic did dominate possession a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Kilmarnock have got a point against the champions. Mullow beaten again. Dundee United win finally, and Ross County win too. But Kilmarnock get a point against the champions. Frustrating. Vassell was first class today, was Kyle Vassell. We have to police got the draw. We played well with the system and tactic. We told the boys to half time we continue it. Definitely worth for at least a draw because we played performance and we've showed the quality. So that is beautiful stuff then from Killie, drawing 3-3 with Celtic, both scoring 6 goals already this season. Away to Birmingham on Sunday. Cal McGuinness will come up against his old club. Hearts have made it 3 wins out of 3. Hearts are doing well. Away to Hibs today at Easter Roads. I'm going to make 2 changes from last week. Brad Lyons will start as Cal McGuinness has dropped out against his old club. And Callum Waters will start in over Matty Kennedy. Matty Kennedy really knows his performance was very good against Celtic though. There we go. Up against Burnley. Last game in episode. This is prediction chat, please, guys. I'm going to go 2-0. Killie, I think we'll win against Hibs. But here we go. Easter Road in Edinburgh. Leaf. It's Aberdeen versus Kilmarnock. Kilmarnock thrilled from the 3-0 draw against Celtic last week at Rugby Park. They won 3-2 against Billow in the match they won on the road. Can they go to Hibs today at Easter Road and get all 3 points, or at least a point, to retain unbeaten start to the Premiership? Killie, let's go, boys. So here is the Aberdeen team under former Kilmarnock player and cup-winning League Cup sister Lee Johnson. It is David Marshall in goal. Up 4 of Carrada, Hanlon, Egan Riley and Cadden. Midfield 3 of Newell, Durigo and Doyle Hayes. And leading the line, Aidan McGeady and McCountry both support Kevin Nesbitt. Martin Boyle is on the bench. But there are the Killie boys, really fresh from the 3-0 draw against Celtic last week. Well, after the 3-0 draw against Celtic, Derek McInnes makes a total of 2 changes from his team. Cox remains in goal, of course. The back three is still not being changed at all this season, as they're all put performances in this season. In midfield, Callum Waters comes in, and so does Brad Lyons. And the front two retain the same as Cav Vassell's double last week's out. Bobby Wales did score against Celtic last week and believes his ability of the Premiership is never over. Matthew Cox, the goalkeeper, considered opening 2 games, but he has played very good saves in both of them. But here we go. It's Hibs to kick off at Easter Road in their green kit against a very hard fertilised Kilmarnock side. Let's go. Carrada to McGeady. To Carrada. Well done by Armstrong. Very good in opening 2 games. As Daniel Armstrong, Chris Stokes was second favourite to win that, but he lost it after winning it. But doesn't matter. Here come Hibs though. McKendron, well beaten by Chris Stokes. Waters is out on the left today. Here's Callum Waters. There's Nesbitt. Cox is beaten early. 1-0 Hibernian. And Cox is beaten already at Easter Road. Good play from Hibernian though. Cox is just unlucky not to get that. Cox, a very good goal all from Brentford, playing and getting the experience in Scottish football and showing quality saves that he has to make. He's unlucky not to get that. And it's Kevin Nesbitt with his 3rd goal of the season. He's off to a flying start at Hibernian this season. So right forward for David Watson. Unlucky against Celtic, but did play very well. Lions. Daniel Armstrong, here is Brad Lyons. Lyons for Porriff. Back to Daniel Armstrong here. Here is Armstrong, no. He's got the ability to beat any defenders. Corner to Kilmarnock. Kilmarnock, no, they've got capable ability from corners. Armstrong in. It's way by McGeady. Chris Stokes back out for Daniel Armstrong here on the right. It's in by Armstrong anyway. Bobby Wales look for it. Killie still got it. Vassell lays it back. It's Ash Taylor. Taylor looking for his 2nd goal of the season already. Scored a matchday 1 at Muller. It's right now currently Hibernian 1. Kilmarnock 0, but Ash Taylor just wide. David Marshall scrambling to get near that, but he didn't need to make the save. Taken short by David Marshall. Get back on his line. Doyle Hayes. There's Nesbitt. To McKendron. Well beaten by Chris Stokes. Waters. Vassell. On to Liam Porriff here. Porriff for Armstrong. Vassell. For Armstrong, but Cadden blocked it. Handball. Free kick Kilmarnock. And Kilmarnock do go to 1 down. They still show the quality. Armstrong. Look for Bobby Wales in the middle there. Unlucky. David Watson! Well done, David Watson wins it well back for Joe Wright. Down goes Armstrong. Newell brought him down. No free kick has been given. Out from wide from Nesbitt to Newell. These Killie defenders and midfielders marking in the middle well, and away by David Watson. David Watson is on the line. David Watson starting at Easter Road after starting last week. McGeady. One of my Aidan McGeady here. Oh, side netting only from Doyle Hayes. Fortunately, Cox does go route one in his goal kicks. He's very good for that at the moment. At least we find a goalkeeper that does it. Taylor to Joe Wright. It's Armstrong now, and then here's Bobby Wales. Look to go forward, but unlucky Bernie. No, they're still one up and trying to protect that lead. So they to try and double their lead. There's McKinnon. Newell. McGeady. From Doyle Hurst to McGeady. Joe Wright, well done. Well in. Bobby Wales. Kyle Vassell. Blue Board does make the run, but Armstrong is there. Armstrong looks for Liam Porriff to try and beat Paul Hanlon. David Marshall. Again. There's Newell. Goes route one. Chris Stokes is going to try and do that. He does well there, does Chris Stokes. Waters. On to Liam Poor, back to Callum Waters. Good stuff from Callum. Out on the left today and showing the quality. But he knows he's got a lot of big performance in the Premiership to do to keep his place. It's into defensive midfield area. Well done, Taylor. Stokes. Watson to Waters. Sell. Out to Liam Poor, out wide to Daniel Armstrong here. Here is Daniel Armstrong. He knows he is the playmaker for these Killie lads. The Sell. Good header down. Good header down from him. It's Liam Porriff! And 3 minutes before half time, Liam Porriff equalises for Kilmarnock at Easter Road. And Kilmarnock, they are level. 3 minutes before the break, at Easter Road, it's Bernie 1, Kilmarnock 1. Kilmarnock know they've got to stein the things at Easter Road. And it's Liam Porriff doing the acrobatics. Liam Porriff, his first goal of the season for Derek McInnes. Derek McInnes is very proud that his free Part 2 formation is working in the Premiership. McKinnon under a little bit of pressure. Thrown to Gibbon. Chris Stokes takes aim. Watson to Vassell here. The ball flicked over the top there. Lions. It's half time. It's half time in Easter Road. It's Hibernian 1, Kilmarnock level for Liam Porriff. After Nesbitt's opener, Nesbitt opened his score inside 6 minutes. And Liam Porriff equalised a couple of minutes before the break. And it's really how this Kilmarnock team will never stop believing in the Premiership. Rangers 1 up in the Old Firm. And Mullen 1 up against Johnston. No changes at the break from Derek McInnes. He's very impressed with the first half 11 he fielded out. Lions to Chris Stokes. Here's Watson to Waters. Here's Vassell now. Waters will try and make a run on Dover, darting run, and Waters. You never stop believing in yourself. It is Callum Waters. He went for the shot, but it's went into Armstrong's path though. Here is Daniel Armstrong. Back post for Vassell almost. Not clear by Hibbs, and then Taylor returns it to Cox, who comes out of his goal but still keeps it. And Stokes loses it. McGeady. It's Nesbitt on the shot. Cox got down well to it. Did. Cox on loan from Brentford, of course, loving his experience in the Premiership. That he does make a good save. He does. That's a great ability. He's got an ability to make those kind of saves in the Premiership. Hibbs to take the lead again. It's on to McGeady. It's McGeady. He's past Cox. The height beats him. But Hibernian are back in front at Easter Road. It's really incredible how Easter Road is delighted with their team's performance. Kilmarnock fans will be proud of their team for what they've done so far as well. Oh well. Waters, good play from Derek McInnes' side. Derek McInnes never told his players to give up. Waters to Vassell. Back to Waters. Here is Bobby Bales for Kyle Vassell. Vassell out to Callum Waters. It's in by Waters. Cleared away by Hibbs. Porriflow. David Watson. Waters. And it's David Watson. Just over the bar from David Watson. Power is going to come on. And Kyle McGuinness is going to come on against his old team after signing from Hibs to Kilmarnock. He's obviously enjoying the time that Derek McInnes is giving him. Instead mainly just sitting on the bench every single game. Defo for Hibernian, who really don't give a damn about Kyle McGuinness anymore. Watson to Chris Stokes, who's coming forward, but he keeps the ball well. There does Chris Stokes. Vassell. Good for Bobby Wales here. Good shot, good save, David Marshall. Power. McGuinness. McGuinness onto Bobby Wales. Out for Armstrong here on the right. Romano dealt with it very well. Hibs really know. They know what they're all about. Giddy. He beats Joe Wright. He beats Ash Taylor as well. And leaves it off, but Cox got down to the Kilmarnock number 1. Bobby Wales is going to replace by Ennis Cameron, but it's really incredible that Cox is a brilliant goalkeeper to the quality at Premiership level. Ewell. Headed away by Killie. And here is Kyle McGuinness. He's all alone here. Up against his old team. Unlucky. Cadden. Beaten by Waters. Here's Vassell. Onto Kyle McGuinness. And it's going to be... Oh, good ball as well. It's Kyle McGuinness. Good save by David Marshall. And McGuinness got the rebound as well, did Kyle McGuinness, but he just couldn't score against his old team. Forward. Well done by Taylor. Well up in the air. Waters. He beat Boyle, but he couldn't beat Doyle Hayes. Here's Boyle. Boyle sure likes to terrorise defences. Nisbet. Stokes well in. Well in, Chris Stokes. Hibs corner. Could they secure this from this corner? Yuan. Martin Boyle. And Waters handball. Waters poor handball. Mistake error. It's Nisbet. Against Cox, and Cox makes the saves as Cox. He got down to it very well. Did the Kilmarnock number 1. Looking to be threw his hand to it, and he got it down. He's a very good goalie, and he knows he's in the Premiership. Boyle. Hibs almost securing it. Hibs desperate to secure this, but Killie have other ideas, I think. Joe Wright to Power. Onto Armstrong. Onto Vassell. And it's Ennis Cameron. Oh, and Ennis Cameron! Kilmarnock might have just got a point at Easter Road. That's what he never believed, that they'll never give up. They saved a penalty up the other end, and it is Ennis Cameron who potentially might have just got a point for Kilmarnock. Kennedy will come on later on, but really how this Kilmarnock team are built to help out their Premiership status. I know they've got a Premiership team that are capable. Vassell onto Ennis Cameron, he was onside as well. He beat Paul Hanlon, he beat David Marshall with a finish to Ennis Cameron. And Ennis Cameron scores his first goal of the season. Derek McInnes is absolutely delighted that he brought on Ennis Cameron this afternoon here at Easter Roads. Joe Newell. Cabana to Nisbet. Hibs are really pushing for this. Barrett into the middle. Cox, good save. McGuinness onto Kyle Vassell here. And Vassell goes route 1 again and finds Ennis Cameron. Kilmarnock players are needing to come up into support Ennis Cameron here. Yuan well in, no free kick or no penalty, but it doesn't matter. Finishes Hibernian 2, Kilmarnock 2. Kilmarnock remain unbeaten in the Premiership, and all their quality continues. Dominate possession today, did Killie well. Celtic lost in the Old Firm as well, so we do go above Celtic as well, so that's pretty good. But a good 2-all draw for Derek McInnes' Blue and White Army. Porth. I'll do what's best for the team. No one lost their head. That's what I told the boys. Try not to lose your heads. And a draw shot from us, but still a beating in the Premiership is incredible for a Kilmarnock team. So guys, that's incredible. What a start to the season as well for Kilmarnock and Derek McInnes. Delighted with the team still a beaten start to the Premiership above Celtic as well. 4 points off the top. That's going to be a very solid season, I think. This Killie team never stop believing. There it is. Ennis Cameron is scoring in a late goal for Kilmarnock at Easter Roads. But guys, what a start. Guys, we will stream this episode continuing. But Killie till you die. There it is. Guys, what a bad episode. See you guys later.